Looks like we've had a few too many Eternal Forges. Would be a great name for a drink, actually.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Why?
We got a big, big problem.
Let me guess. Thanos isn't dead. Just throwing it out there.
It was not my fault. I barely consumed my body weight in that toxic liquid.
Hey, I was surrounded by adoring fans. I couldn't let them go thirsty.
Oh, I don't care who ordered all the drinks.
Oh.
We need to figure out how to pay
still
our
there.
tab.
Pete's gonna love my solution. You know I always got genius ideas, right? You need a plan, you go to Rocket. That's the deal.
That is very,
I'm just
very
making good
false.
False. Just no.
Rude.
True.
You're making the rest of the human race look like jerks, pal. We're gonna sell Thanos' body!
Great shit idea. Whoa.
That is not a bad idea.
Selling a corpse? How could that be profitable?
There are people who would find it valuable.
Exactly. And I know just the guy.
All of this to pay off a bar tab?
Collector. He loves buying exotic crap for his museum, so Thanos, the newly dead Titan, will be perfect. He'll pay you tons of units for that body. These are the kind of people you want to be rubbing elbows with, Pete. Everything they got's a superlative. The biggest this, the best that, the fastest
It's
other
weird,
thing.
but it could work.
Real champions of society all around.
Okay, well that is very weird.
You got this purple freak laying dead in front of you, a tree puking his guts out in your toilet, and this is the weird thing?
Yeah, okay.
Look around you.
You got a point.
Weird is
I'll give
the
him
new
that.
normal.
Or we could turn Thanos over to the Nova Corps. They've had an official bounty on his head for years. Plus,
That could
it comes
cash
with
in.
the added benefit of not having to deal with criminals, like the Collector. He's a corrupt thug, bottom line. But the Nova Corps, they maintain peace and order in the galaxy. They have thousands of ships and soldiers. This could get us on their good side.
I mean,
The
we've
Nova
already
Corps
got our
spent
records
so much
wiped from
scratch
them.
on their colorful ships and butt-hugging uniforms that they're broker than we are. But the Collector, that's how we get rich.
Guys, we just killed the biggest, baddest criminal in history. We shouldn't turn right around and become one ourselves. Working with the Nova Corps is the right thing to do. You're being a greedy little rodent right now.
As if you're so high and mighty, Green Lady. You suddenly forgot all the innocent people you murdered for that psycho?
Good
I
point.
remember each and every one. Not that you'd understand. You do whatever the hell you want, whenever you want.
I'm gonna let them bicker. I'm not getting between this freak
judgment.
show.
It's Peter's call, Rocket, not yours.
Yeah, she's not gonna be happy about that. I think, you know, to keep things interesting, I would go to the Collector. That seems more our style, doesn't it? Got a private... Okay, so our room. Let's go chat with everybody here. See how everyone else is feeling.
You, doing all right after last night?
The rodent tried to deny me my victory. But you,
I noticed.
my true and noble friend, Peter Quill, stood with me.
You remember that.
I believe Hovat and Cameria can rest peacefully now.
Are you... What are those, like... Mint Oreos? Guess you're probably just eating your feelings? Nah. We don't have to judge him. Let's ask about his kid and his wife.
No, I've never asked. Hovat and Cameria. What were they like?
My wife and daughter, they were kind, brave, true. Qualities I, myself, aspire to possess. Ask me no more of them, Peter. I do not always wish to remember their faces.
Fair enough.
So, eating your feelings, I see.
With Thanos defeated, there is a void inside of me that only these rations can fill.
They look like pretty tasty rations.
I really need to figure out what to do with Thanos.
Nova Corps, Collector, thrown into a black hole? That is up to you. He is dead. That is all I
I like
care
how he
about.
doesn't speak with contractions.
All right, gotta run, Drax. Stay cool.
My body temperature is always 125.9 degrees.
Oh, why wouldn't it be? That's a totally normal thing.
Man, is everything on this ship broken?
Well, it's probably a good thing.
Oh, that's not good.
Why isn't Rocket fixing this? Let's look at this body.
Who did? You did. And
Who did?
about to be someone else's problem.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh boy.
That terminal took a beating in the crash. Still offline. Gotta use the one on the bridge.
Okay. What are you doing? You still whacking your rocket there?
Peter Quill! Legendary Star-Lord.
What do you
What's
want?
up, my main man?
How you holding up, buddy?
Yeah, my liver's trying to shake me from the inside out. I've never had so many free drinks in my life. Living in a post-Thanos world, on the other hand, maybe it won't be so bad. Some time off would be a welcome change.
So, okay, you want to go to the collector. Tell me why.
So,
Just convince me.
what's the deal with this collector guy?
Might come as a surprise, but the collector collects stuff for his collection.
Yeah,
When
okay,
he's
but
not
tell me
running
the other stuff.
underworld, that is. He pays tip-top dollar, which is way better than anything the Nova Corps can do for us.
Why do you hate the Nova Corps so much?
Why do you hate the Nova Corps so much?
Those NC jerkwads locked me and Groot up at least a dozen times for bounty hunting, weapon stealing, you know, innocent stuff like that. Hey, come on, a guy's gotta make an honest living, am I right?
I think honest is the key word there, but yeah, okay. Are you actually gonna leave?
So, you made up your mind. You're really leaving, then?
Look, man, 2 days ago I was getting shot at. Last night I was getting shots. Know what I mean? We're famous. I gotta take advantage. Step 1, sell Thanos. Step 2, fling money into air.
What's gonna happen with this gun? Can you get it to a point where it's not like one big boom and then
You still
that's it?
messing with that thing?
Nope, dismantling. Gonna use the parts to fix the engine.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, well, I stole parts from the engine to make it, so I'm just putting them back.
That explains things.
I said I'm putting them back.
I should get back to it.
Oh, and don't be an idiot. Thanos is worth a fortune. Call the collector.
Yeah. Decide to sell the body to from your main bridge terminal. Okay. Which I guess... air freshener?
Oh, God. Oh. All I smell is dead Thanos.
The best kind of Thanos.
I'll give you that. Is there any way to chat with Groot? Sounds like he's busy.
Groot? Buddy?
I am
Okay. I didn't know trees could get hung over.
Wow. I didn't know, trees could get, hung over. Oh, God. Oh.
Okay, we're gonna let him be. Gamora. That's our room. Maybe up top. Like the "You are awesome" reminder poster that we obviously need.
Hey, Mom.
Hold him back.
Ah, missed that view. Had this bag since I was a kid. Used to hold candy. Now it holds... Well, now it holds alien candy.
Whatever works. Oh, what's this? A remote.
I always knew I'd make headlines someday. Just
why are we
didn't
not
think it'd be
reading
for
the
killing a
headlines?
giant purple tyrant.
They're so obviously suggesting that maybe he's not really dead. I see the body. But is there more? Who knows? Okay, let's go up top. I don't suppose... Yeah, no, we can't. Go this way. Okay, it looks like she's in the cockpit.
It's just you and me now, Nebula.
Oh, she's chatting with her
We
sister.
should... I don't know. Catch up?
About what, Gamora? How you killed our
You
father?
left us no
Stay
choice.
away from me.
Oh, great. We knew she was gonna be pissed. Yikes. See if she wants to chat.
Hey, Peter.
How are you doing?
Fine. Staying as far away from Rocket as I can. I don't want to let him ruin my mood. Last night was actually fun.
Maybe we can turn
Maybe
that
too
frown
much
upside
fun.
down then.
So, something on your mind?
Well, I mean, just like who the hell we need to go and give this body to and, you know, surviving.
Did I hear you talking to Nebula earlier?
If by talking to you mean being yelled at. Even though she's pissed, it feels good to have it off my mind. Thanks for the advice.
I am pretty wise, that's true.
I do have all the answers, you know. Endless wisdom just flows out of me.
Okay, let's not overdo it.
So, you still mad at Rocket?
He needs to watch his little tongue. I may have been too harsh with him. He just... Oh, he's so infuriating.
Why do you like the Nova Corps so much?
I don't really like to talk about it, but I was an assassin for Thanos. I killed so many people for him that I lost count. Tyrants. Innocents. Didn't matter. If you ever hear the ridiculous nickname, the most dangerous woman in the universe, that was me.
It's a pretty cool nickname.
But the Nova Corps, they turned a blind eye to my past after I joined the Guardians. Being with you guys, making the galaxy safer, it's my chance to make up for what I did.
I guess I'll talk to you later.
Really?
Some advice for you. Don't trust the Collector. You should call the Nova Corps.
She's probably right. God. She's obviously right. You know, like 100%. She's right. Okay, use the call menu to turn Thanos over to the Collector or the Nova Corps. Okay. Codex. Drax's family. So hold on a second. Drax the Destroyer. Update. I thought Drax would be happier with Thanos dead, but something seems to really bothering him. I hope he's okay. Drax describes himself as a living weapon with the sole purpose of getting revenge on Thanos for killing his wife and children, which seems pretty accurate. He started hanging out with the Guardians when he heard that we didn't like Thanos much either, and the rest is history. His grasp of humor leaves a bit to be desired, but he's got heart. Then we've got his family. And the way he talks about them, Hovat and Chimeria were Drax's whole world. He even named his blades after them. Thanos killing Drax's family is what transformed him into the revenge-obsessed force of destruction he is today. Gotta admit, it's hard to imagine Drax as a dad, or a husband, for that matter. Earth. Last time I was on Earth, Michael Jackson's Bad was burning up the charts. That's a while ago. It's probably only gone downhill from there, so I haven't really bothered to go back. No matter where I am, though, it'll always be home. Gamora is the best friend a guy could ask for. She calls me on my BS, she's always got my back, and she can murder. Like anyone. She's been part of the Guardians since the beginning, and it's hard to imagine the team without her. She doesn't talk much about her past, or doesn't talk about her past much, but considering her entire civilization was destroyed by a power-hungry murder psycho who made her his daughter, she's way more well-adjusted than she has any right to be. That's fair. Groot. According to Rocket, he and Groot have been friends and bounty hunters for years, not 100% sure where he came from. Regardless, Groot's proven himself to be an invaluable member of the Guardians countless times, and I trust him with my life. Note to self, don't get him drunk, the bathroom will never be the same. That's fantastic. So she's from Zen Wobri, he's from Planet X, Drax is from Unknown, and oh, here's this Knowhere. Located inside the head of a decapitated celestial, Knowhere is a mining colony full of some of the galaxy's shadiest people. Most notably, us. We have a hideout there for many reasons. Convenient spot for refueling and stocking the Milano. Number 2 is a great place to find military-grade weapons and weapons-grade booze. Number 3, it's inside a big old head. What's not to love? Meredith Quill, this is Mom. What do I say? She was just a cool single mom. Tough as nails, funny, great taste in music. Mom dying is proof that the universe can really suck sometimes. Miss you, Mom. This is cool, this little codex entry thing. Gamora's sister, Nebula. Gamora doesn't talk about Nebula much, but they sound like they had a similar upbringing, violent and full of murder. Nebula is as talented as Gamora, but much angrier. Sounds like Gamora gave her sister a call, and Nebula is not happy. This won't come back to bite us in the ass, right? Absolutely it will. Nova Corps are space cops. They're responsible for keeping the galactic peace, which is kind of our name, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, we should be on the same side. The lawful good types. I guess they're decent enough at their job, but they sure come to the Guardians for help a lot. Rocket can't stand them, but Gamora actually has a lot of respect for what they do. Apparently the Nova Corps have tangled with Rocket more than a few times. Can't say I'm really surprised. Rocket from Half-World. When I first met Rocket, I thought he was a greedy, twisted little jerk. I still think all those things, but now I know that underneath that misanthropic attitude and bad hygiene, he's incredibly hardworking, wickedly funny, and kind of a genius. He's the Milano Whisperer, and I'd never tell him that to his face, but he might be one of the greatest tacticians in the galaxy. What the hell? Thanos is finally dead, and now suddenly Rocket wants to leave the Guardians? On one hand, he's probably earned a break, but on the other hand, I don't know. Star-Lord. Hero. Outlaw. Devilishly handsome ladies man. I've been cruising the galaxy ever since Yondu showed up and took me off-world. I was adopted by his crew, the Ravagers, until I was old enough to strike out on my own. These days I have a crew of my own, the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're almost as awesome as I am. Thanos, of course, is without a doubt one of the scariest guys that ever lived. Super tough, super powerful. He's on a never-ending quest to destroy and conquer as much of the galaxy as possible, killing literally billions of people in the process. A seriously bad dude. At least he was until we killed him, booyah. But seriously, I'm still sort of scared of him even though he's dead. And then the Collector. Knowhere is full of shady people, but none of them are shadier than this guy. He has a museum that buys and sells anything of value. No idea where he gets all his money, but he's apparently got units like a beach has sand. Gamora doesn't trust him at all, but Rocket is all about that bank account. The Milano, the customized M ship that I inherited from Yondu and the Ravagers. The Milano is the Guardian's home among the stars. She's looking pretty gnarly right now, though. Crashing into a planet didn't do her any favors. Okay, do we have any messages? We have messages from Bar Bolex. Look, Peter, I know you're a regular here, maybe too regular for your health, but you and your team bought an absurd amount of drinks and never paid me. If I let you get away with it, then everybody else is going to want free drinks too. Do me a solid and pay up, please. That's like that's our main quest right now, is paying back the bartender. Can you believe it? Yondu. Hey boy, I've been hearing all sort of craziness around the name Peter Quill lately. Like people saying you friggin' killed Thanos? I don't believe it, Yondu. Well, can't reply, but... Rocket. Quill, how's it going? Having a good day? I'm really happy you're cranking around, checking your messages instead of just calling the Collector. You got me. Who's Howard? Hey, PQ. Either something went wrong with the Rocket's credit transfer, or that fleabag pal of yours still hasn't paid out the scratch he owes me from poker night. Every duck has its limits, and he's pushing me over the line. You tell him I'm not playing with you guys until he coughs up what he already owes. Howard. You guys drinking next week? Feathers crossed, I'll be able to get off world for a few days. The Universal Church of Truth. Spam message. Holiest of greetings to you. Last year was a most faithful and rewarding year for the Universal Church of Truth. We saw this in some of the TVs in the background, as we continue to share the truth with even the filthiest and most undeserving non-believers across the galaxy. But not everyone wants to hear the truth. Some non-believers even react with violence and commit horrible acts such as killing our cardinals and destroying our temple ships. To continue our mission, we rely on the generosity of donors such as yourself across the galaxy for funding. Will you be one of those donors this year? Will you help share the truth? Even a donation of 10 units a lunar cycle can make all the difference, of course. Hey, here we go. As per your request, the Nova Corps will be expunging your criminal record along with the records of Gamora, Rocket, Groot, and Drax. All of your lawful citizen statuses shall be reinitiated in the Galactic Database, which, in addition to being viewed as an upstanding member of society, will allow you full voting rights in your sectors. Thank you very much for your services rendered. That's actually great, because that entices me to go back to them. They lived up to their word. Maybe we take the body there. Lost jacket. Comrades, when do you leave your jacket at bar after cards? If you're having a jacket deficit, this may be your jacket. From Cosmo. Might be mine. Red, 19mm spanner in the pocket. RR. Yep, there's the smart move. Asking the dog what color the jacket he found is. Colorblind. Got it. Here we go. Ugh. Calling Nova Corps.
Okay. Nova Corps.
Star-Lord? We thought you were dead. How the hell did you survive? Hardly any of our soldiers made it out. Our fleet was wiped out.
We had a bigger gun.
It was chaos.
2 words. Superior firepower. We had one badass gun.
Yeah, you would have needed one to take out Thanos.
Yeah, speaking of which, I have something you might be interested in. I got Thanos lying right here. Really dead. Smelling up the place. Now, I understand there's some kind of bounty on him. Is that right?
You have his body? I can't believe it. We'll dispatch some officers to your location.
Bring the
Nova Corps
cash.
out.
Bring the cash. Rocket's not gonna like that, but you know what?
What? We could have gotten way more units with the collector. What were
Yeah, you just want to pay off your
I rolled out
card
the
game.
red carpet for you, and you took a friggin' nosedive. Oy. I should have
Relax,
just sold them
Rocket.
myself.
Don't be so greedy all the time, man.
I am not all the time. Only
Mostly
when it
all the
comes
time.
to money and us having it. Weren't you on my side, Quill?
It's not picking sides.
Groot.
Groot says you did the right thing. Yada,
See?
yada, yada.
I'm
I
with
say
Groot.
we totally missed out on a big score.
Thank you, Groot. Shut up, Rocket.
Fine. You want to suck up to the space cops? Be my guest. But I ain't going with you.
Calm down,
They pat
Rocky.
our back.
Look,
We
how
pat
about we
theirs.
throw in
It's
that
all
relic?
good.
That'll give us a little extra.
I guess. Every little bit helps.
We're only in it for the money.
Oh, come on. Where did I put that thing?
What are we looking for?
Found
Is
you.
it the Eternal Forge? Yep. Could be a little more careful with that, perhaps, maybe? Just throwing that out there.
Peter! Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
1987?
He broke it,
We're going
Mom.
back.
That doesn't mean it was okay to hit that boy. Violence isn't the answer to every problem. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, we gotta stand up for ourselves.
But it's okay for him to just break my stuff.
Of course not. I imagine he's learned his lesson, though.
You gave me this for my birthday. I mean, you should be pissed off too.
And what he did was wrong, but you...
So
you
she's sick.
don't just go punching every person who makes you mad. Especially not someone who's 3 grades above you. I mean, that kid practically shaves.
I think I could have taken him, Mom, just saying.
What? I could have taken him.
Don't get cocky, kid. I'm thinking, from the look of things, he took you.
We'll get him back.
This can't keep happening, Peter. I know I haven't been home as much lately, but that's all the more reason I need you to step up and take some responsibility.
I know.
Then you know tomorrow you're apologizing to that boy.
Oh, come on.
And I mean a real apology. No smart aleck stuff.
I'm not apologizing to him. That guy was an a-hole.
Peter! Language!
I only said A, Mom. Come on.
Uh-huh. You and I both know what that letter means.
Amazing. It's
You're
amazing
making it real hard to see your side of this. When you act this way, it's like you're only thinking of yourself.
Fine.
What we need is a little perspective.
So this Eternal Forge, is this letting us... Are we re-experiencing this?
Sometimes
Or
it
is
takes
this
stepping
just a
back from
memory?
your problems to see how small they actually are. Beautiful. These last few months haven't been easy for either of us, but I'm not always gonna be here. I worry about you. You're growing up so fast.
Don't worry about me, Mom.
We're gonna be okay.
I'll never stop worrying about you. You're gonna be around long after I'm gone. I just don't want you to be alone.
Mom?
I'm fine, baby. It's nothing. It's just the dust. I know you've got a lot on your mind. But that kid you fought, maybe he does too. Promise me in the future you'll use your words instead of your fists.
I'm gonna try my best.
I will, Mom. I promise.
Thank you, baby.
In the moment, that's what we would have said.
You fixed it! How?
What can I say, huh? I'm pretty good. Hey, great song.
Well done, Mom.
Someone with exceptional taste must have introduced you to this
Well
one.
done.
Uh-huh.
Probably gonna have to replace this one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what is this doing? What are you talking about?
Higher and higher, baby. It's only